Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are in the world today. I hope you're doing great and I hope you are with the ones you love. So, today we're going to make something a little bit more complicated and advanced than we usually do as we're getting this channel going. But it's something that I like, well, simply because it's easy to modify, and that's the balloon car I make. Now, the cool thing about it is the same chassis for the car can be anything from a long, like Lincoln Town car to a truck to Bigfoot to a VW Beetle. It has a lot of ways based on how you make the different portions to make it work all together. Now, I've done this balloon for quite a while, and over the years, I've seen other people do something very similar, and how they modified it and added things to it is very cool. So, this is a great balloon to get your mind going of this is the base. Now, what can you do to add to it? What kind of lights do you want to add to it? What kind of tires do you want to add to it? What kind of framework? Do you want to make it bigger? Do you want to make it smaller? Do you want to make it more compact? You know, how do you want to? Do you want to have it with a roof? Do you want to have it without a roof? This is a great balloon to do all that. So let me show you how I make my car. Alrighty. So we're going to make it out of this blue color here, which I like. It's this gray balloon, gray blue from Decomex. And I think it's going to make a really nice car, especially when you add the black wheels and some other cool effects. So let's start this off. We're going to need one balloon here, and we're going to blow it up about 75 to 80% of the way. So about that much, got that much tail. And we're actually going to blow up another balloon the same distance. There we go. And we're going to do an ear twist at the very front on both of these. And we're going to have them facing opposite directions. Now, wherever we twist them is going to be the first dimension of our car. That's going to be our width. So if you want a big car, you're going to need a bigger width. If you want a smaller car, smaller width. So we're going to go right about here. And we're just going to twist them across. Now, this is going to be the front of my car. So I'm going to figure out where I want my hood to end and my start of my car to the chassis or the seating area of the car to go. So we're going to stay right about there. Get these equal here. And we're going to go across it again. Okay. Now, this is going to be, is it going to be a two-seater or a four-seater? Let's go for a four-seater. I'm thinking like a Cadillac, old-fashioned. So again, doing the same thing. And now I need my trunk. And close that up. Now, in essence, this here is the chassis of my car. The front, passenger compartment, trunk. Now, what I do with this from here will give it its customization. Again, if I wanted a smaller car, like a Beetle, it'd have a much smaller uh, passenger area, much smaller everything. I wouldn't even know if I'd give any space for the front or the back. I would just have it right next to each other. But I have this extra balloon here, and I'm going to stretch this out because I like having my balloon a little bit bulkier. It gives it a little bit more stability as you're building into it. So I'm actually going to twist this into it. There we go. And there we go. Get that in there. Get those even out a little bit more. There we go. Okay. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. And just twist those in. And I'm going to pop that last little section. And just twist that right in there. So I now have the chassis for my car. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in the space for the hood. And I'm also, with those same balloons, going to be adding the um, the roof of the car. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take two more balloons right here and twist those into those same ear twists at the front of the car that we started with. Okay. And we're going to cross these over about halfway. Okay. And that's going to fill that gap in, and we're going to fill the rest of it up. Let's see here. Get this so you can see what I'm doing. And twist that right into the other ear twist. And then through the bottom of the car to the top. So what I'm doing here is I'm adding, in essence, the hood. I am filling that empty space up. So there we go. And then when I push it in between those other clusters of balloons, it goes down a little bit, but now it's nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. So now I can add the roof. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go up a little bit. This time it's about 3 fingers. And I'm going to add an ear twist. And I'm going to go to about the imaginary center point of my passenger area. And I'm going to twist, again, creating kind of that fill space that we do. And I'm going to finish up the roof on 3 sides, not the fourth yet. So I'm going to bring it down, make sure everything's even here best I can. And there we go. Now, the reason why I didn't do all 4 is because this one now is going to fill in all the gaps once I get my ear twist to my ear twist. So you see how I got my ear twist now? I'm now going to go around. Now, if I wanted to do this in a different color, like a black or something like that, you can. Whatever you want to do, you can mix the colors. And again, you can make it look really nice, really fancy based on how you play with your colors. But we're going to just do it this here. Open it up enough. There we go. I want to make sure I'm filling that space in appropriately. There we go. Woo! Okay. Let's grab another one of those. That's why it's called pop art. It's also very popular. And that's okay. That's one reason why I like ear twist, is it holds everything together if something pops. All right. So I'm now going to bring this piece down, close up the roof, and with the extra pieces I have, I'm just going to take a section just a little bit longer than it is across, twist that off, twist it in again to my other side ear twist, and by doing that, it fills in my trunk. Okay? So I'm going to tear off those balloons, make sure everything's locked in place here. I'm going to actually just block it a little bit more. There we go. And really, in essence, that's the car. Now we can add all the fun details. So let's add let's go for some mirror work. or windows. So add those side windows, back window, other side window. There we go. A little air escape, so I just had to puff it back up. And we're going to just do same across here. But this one we're going to push a little bit deeper in because you're going to see what we're going to do with this in a minute. So push it in. You want all these to be not popping out, but at least even. There we go. Okay. So now we have, yeah, well, let's add some wheels. All right. So front wheels are all the way at the front. And I can actually take that ear twist and just push it right through there to lock it into place. I'm now going to bring that black balloon underneath. That's going to kind of give me my front bumper. It's also going to stabilize the tires a little bit more. Going to move my ear twist around just so my car stays flat. If I bring it all the way up to the top, it pushes everything else down. So there's our front wheels. And we can do the same with the back. So we're going to twist that right in. Create a tire. And now the back tires don't go all the way back. If you notice your car, they kind of are more for the back of the passenger area in a lot of vehicles. I won't say all because there's a lot of different designs out there. And again, I'm just going to go underneath it and bring it back around, twist it in place. And now I have, in essence, the majority of the car made. So now we can have some fun and add more details to it. So let's say I want to add, let's add a little engine that kind of sticks out. So we're going to do a little split twist, followed by a little bubble, followed by an ear twist with another little bubble, followed by another split twist. And when I tear this part off, I'm actually going to loop that around the bottom here. I'm going to make this actually a split twist. Now I think about it. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take that balloon here and just slide the extra balloon, the uninflated part, down. And there, I'm a souped up engine. There we go. Okay, let's add some other details on this thing. We'll just black that into place for now, if I want it off later. Okay, well, we need some lights, right? Okay, so let's add some lights. Let's go yellow. And here we go. Oop, that's not yellow, that's orange. Okay, here we go. Here's yellow. And what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to just make a little ear twist right by those other ear twists, lock them in, and I'm going to push the balloon through that slit at the beginning, but I'm also going to slide the air down and make another ear twist. Okay, there we go. Let's see, what else can we do here? Well, let's take out that engine for a second, now that we've shown what it could look like. And let's carize it. Make it something look like it belongs in the movie Cars. So I'm going to take a white balloon, bring it up to that first ear twist up here, bring it down, twist it, and then bring it back up. Now I'm going to show you a couple different looks. So this here, kind of make him look like he has some angry eyes. If you want to make him look like he has eyes a little maybe more gentle, you can do it the other way. Let's see here. There we go. So let's do that. And again, I'm just using the same ear twist every time just to lock things into. And there we go. Okay, see how that looks? So as you can see, there's a lot of ways you can modify this. I can add lights, more lights. I've actually used LEDs, mini LEDs, to add lights to it. I've made a fire truck long with lights and like little ladders and stuff like that. There's a lot of things you can do to make it look cool. So I hope that gives you some ideas. I hope that gives you some throttles up some creativity. And until next time, keep on twisting. But in that time, remember, a smile is free. A thank you only takes a moment, but an encouraging word at the right time can change someone's life forever. So until next time, adios.